the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On play action, they'll throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Colts pick it up. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Even the great ones, some of the best. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. And some space here. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 17-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down and 8. Back to throw here. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Mahomes now on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Colts, nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. Five yards remain on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And again, it's Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Sliding out of the pocket. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the give, this is Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 38, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. All day, all day.
Mahomes going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
We own them. We own them. Mike.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. Hey, watch the run.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Colts first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And Diggs has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Attack! Yellow! Rip left! Check 24, check 24.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Mike, 55.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
We got this.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Sly set to boot it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Easy. 45's the Mike. I hope he's right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 45.
Now Mahomes. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
the Bucs 24-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 24. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down to. Oh, wide open, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
45. Mike, 45. I'm here all day. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey,
they'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't have no lead. Watch out. Watch out. Free.
2nd and 5. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Odafe. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 41. And this one will be brought back to the 22. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 14-yard line.
Second and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go one more.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Indy.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. He's tired.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Yellow. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Rip right, rip right. Yellow. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
They go play fake. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he's brought down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Zuerlein connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes buying time to his left. Complete. Smith has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
I'm here all day. I'm here. Attack! Mike 55! Mike 55! Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got it. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Yellow. Mike 55.
On first down, Mahomes. It's complete to Diggs. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Mike 55. Check.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Mike 55. Mike, come on. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Better bring it.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he is going absolutely nowhere, in the wrong direction.
Let's go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
57, Mike, 57.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
45, Mike, 45. Let's go, D. Big serious.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his third pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys